Hello again. Yeah, just have to. Alright. Hello again. We are back with Elder Scroll. Last campaign I played it as a red guard, so we've started in Black Marsh, finished in Cytodiil, and this time I'm starting in Cytodiil, and we'll see when we'll end up in the second and the third session. I'm going to play as a Breton. So, at Breton, you're starting with 5 health, 2 stamina, 3 magicka, 1 combat, and 2 cooldown. I already set it up, so we have 5 health, 2 stamina, 3 magicka, 1 combat, and 2 cooldown. I put this in this direction, so I am planning. I still haven't chosen my starting skill. I'm going to choose that in a second. I am planning to go magicka heavy this game. Last game that I played was mostly stamina heavy. I'm planning to go magicka heavy, so I want to train this line more, and I don't think I will be training my combat skill line that much. So I'm putting it in the opposite direction. I'm most probably going to. My plan is get like 5 magicka by the end of session 2. That's why I put it this way. So, starting skill. The game, as I said last time, that recommend we start with one of these. And since I want to go magicka heavy, I'm gonna go distraction stuff. If you're familiar with the game, you can also start with Daedric Summoning. If you are good enough, you will manage to do it with even with if you start with Daedric Summoning. But if you are new to the game, my suggestion is go with whatever the game suggests. So I'm going to go with the distraction stuff. We have the reference card here. We are going to start with 2 level 1 dice, which are called Force Shock. So Force Shock, this side of it just does 2 damage. This side does 4 damage, but you have to get 1 damage. So one person in your party has to get 1 damage. Since I'm playing solo, it's always me. And this lets you get 4 tenacity, but again, you have to get 1 to do damage. And this is just a tenacity. So we are starting with these 2 skill dice. For my class, I haven't started yet. I thought of going either with Warden or Sorcerer. I don't know which one I'm starting with. Let me just roll a die. I'm gonna randomize it. 1, 2, 3 is going to be Sorcerer. 5, 4, 6 is going to be Warden. 5, so Warden. So, Warden, how do you level up? Defeat a level 10 or 20 enemy or a quest unit with either Diving Cliff Racer or Feral Guardian Companion. This is Feral Guardian. And this is Diving Cliff Racer. I'm going to get to the stat later, but how do you summon them? This comes with your ability. With 1 tenacity. If you are in magicka, deploy companion unit, Diving Cliff Racer. This one, to an unoccupied adjacent heck, it's a companion controlled by you. This companion is removed at the end of battle. This is, here it says once per battle, so you can't keep deploying it. Even if you have enough tenacity, you can only use that ability once per battle. 2 tenacity, bond with nature, heal a party member inside for 2 HP. If it's a beast-type companion, this may exceed its health stat. The Diving Cliff Racer and the Feral Guardian both are the beast type. What's it called? Beast? I forgot. Anyway, it's this type. I can go over this. 3 tenacity, it's an enduring, so as long as I have 3 tenacity, I have this ability. After a Beast-type Guardian takes damage, if it's not defeated, it heals for 1 HP. 4 tenacity, a companion may immediately move up to 2 hexes and engage. If it's a Beast-type companion, it may move up to 2 additional hexes and its combat stat is increased by 2 for disengage. And 5 tenacity, you deploy the other side, which is the Feral Guard. I'm gonna keep this nearby since I'm probably going to summon it. Right. Put these away. So the skill that we may be able to train during it. The enemies, I already sorted them, so again, you get all the general enemies and you add the region specific one to those enemies. So each region has 2 level 5 and level 1 enemy and 2 level 10 and 20 enemy. I already sorted them, they are in the bag. Yeah, good to go. Right. I'm going to choose the guild at last. Let me set these up. So we have the side quest that I'm shuffling, Cytodiil again. The overland mechanics changes the dominating faction. Based on the dominating faction, the action you can do in the city changes. Also, the native skill changes. The native skill you have to exhaust the combat skill die. If the Imperial, so these guys, are dominant, you have to drain that die. Oh, the Breton, I forgot to talk about their ability. The ability of Breton is Opportunist. Once per battle, when you overtax a weapon or armor, return it to your item pack instead of discarding it. You may then move a different item in your pack to a radius. If I can get the right weapon, it is pretty strong. Because the overtaxing compared to the normal ability, it can get really strong. So if I manage to get that, it's a strong ability to use. But we'll see what item we are going to get. We have the peaceful encounter from Cytodiil. We have the general encounters. So these are 10. Going to roll a d12. 6. Rolling a d8. 3. And So the rest of them are not in the game this session. These we shuffle. These 4 get shuffled into the Cytodiil encounter, and these will be our peaceful encounters. Of the same with the conflict. So we have 10 here. Rolling a d12. 7. 8. So this would be 7 now. 8. Have 8 left. 7. And 6. The delve one, I'm just gonna shuffle them when we get to the delve. Let's get to the game. Right, we have 8 guilds. We randomly take 3 and choose between them. 6. Fighters Guild. 1. Mages Guild. And 6. Eyes of the Queen. Let's see what's our quest. So the Mages Guild is Sewer Guild. Session snapshot, recruit an ally in a clash before engaging in a multi-step dungeon encounter. Udex Ovidius, a prominent authority in the guild's internal disciplinary system, has taken an interest in you. You receive a letter from him asking you to meet you at Islet Ruin of Cytodiil. He claimed to have a lead on some important document left behind in Imperial City, when the Mages Guild was forced to flee from its former headquarters. Apparently, he could use some backup, and he's been tracking a cultist who knows something about the document. That is one of our options. We also have Eyes of the Queen and the Fighters Guild. So the Fighters Guild is Flame Out. Session Snapshot. Fighting clashes and take command of the Battlefront token to prevent the Empire remnants from making your final battle hard. You're approached by an Argonian named Picks Many Fights, a fighter guild member of regional repute who says he has a job for you. A third party has hired the guilds to root out the influence of some cultists in the region, he says. Groups called the Order of the Waking Flame. They're dedicated to Merun's Dagon, the Daedric Prince of Destruction. The 3 alliances tend to get a bit territorial with the guild's work on the front lines of the war. But in this case, all parties involved agree that taking the cultists out would be in their best interest. And the pact has given us an entry point in King's Crest Keep. Pygmalifies hands you a map marked with known haunts of the cult. Cytodiil is a prime location for the Waking Flame, as it allows them ample bodies to slake Dagon's appetite for destruction. He continues. Only ones interested in the cult's removal seem to be the Empire. Could be that they are benefiting from the chaos the cult is causing, or there is some kind of handshake agreement going on there. After all, everybody knows the cult of Black Worm is tied up with what's left of Imperial leadership. Maybe the Daedra are using teamwork for once. Then we have the Eyes of the Queen as well. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Cloak and Dagger. Session snapshot. By combat or other means, struggle a set of Imperial City. If you fail, you don't fail the quest, but the final battle is more difficult. A Wood Elf agent named Cariel approaches you about a dangerous ice mission in the heart of Cyrodiil. We've received word that a couple of Blackbone cultists want to defect us. She says. They'll give us information on the inner working of the cult and its goal, and in return, we'll give them protection and clemency of their unsavory hearts. She curls her hips at the thought. Anyway, I don't make the rule. Raz does. She remarks, referring to the leader of your spy agency. You'll need to infiltrate the Imperial sphere to grab the defector and get them out without being identified. We don't want this making its way back to the ice. So this one, by combat or other means, we are supposed to smuggle some set out of Imperial City. The other one was have to take some clashes. The last one I did, I was also manipulating the battlefront, so I think I don't want to. I want to do something different this time. So I'm not gonna do the Fighters Guild. So it's either going to be the Mages Guild or the Eyes of the Queen. They're both interesting. I think I'm gonna go with Eyes of the Queen. So the starting location, Castle Blackwood. A special setup instruction. Add the following quest unit depending on the number of players to the enemy bag of your choice. Like which bag it is added to in your campaign journal. Oh, I also should make the campaign journal. I forgot. I'm going to do it in a second. So if it's only one player, it's Morak Tang Assassin. So it has elusive, swap, and swift, 4 health, 1 range, 3 attack, 0 defense. Makes more sense to add it to 10 and 20 because it's probably something that you just draw. And if I draw it early in the game, I'm probably not strong enough to do it. Let me see what the quest is. Travel to the Imperial City and initiate a town encounter recommended by day 4. At the end of the encounter phase, you must resolve one of the following options to smuggle the Black Bomb Defector out of the city. A slink out under cover of darkness, a single adventurer must roll a combination of 4 available acrobatic, shadow, illusion, or ledgerman dice. By the way, the illusion and ledgerman come from a Valenwood expansion. If you don't have it, you won't see it. If no tenacity are rolled, all of the skill dice are drained. Each adventurer must drain 4 available skill die or as many as possible, and this option is successful. If the option is unsuccessful, the roll dice are exhausted. Seek the smuggler's passage out of the city. Make a social check, number of player times 5. Adventurer may choose to discard item to decrease the difficulty of the check by 1 for each item discarded. Fight your way out. Initiate the Imperial Sewer Dungeon. Deploy level 10 Worm Warrior to Hex A. If you are in Session 2, deploy level 20 Worm Anchorite instead. Then calculate an EP and deploy units. Treating Hex B, D as Hex 5 and 7. Party member deploy to any hex on the entrance. If this option is successful, gain additional 2 XP during today's reward phase. If your option is successful, proceed to quest step B29 at the end of the day. If it's failed, the quest is not failed, proceed to quest step C30 at the end of day without gaining XP reward for this step. The ongoing effect. When the quest unit is drawn from the bag, it is used in place of the normal enemy that would have been drawn and subtract from the EP as normal. At the end of the battle in which a quest unit is defeated, it is returned to the box as normal instead of the enemy bag. You may not gain fatigue to increase overland movement during the overland phase. Alright. I don't have to choose yet. I'm probably going to do the secret smuggler passage out of the city because the dungeon and the rest is going to be a lot on day 4. But I don't have to decide yet. I'll decide when I get there. Right now, we are just starting in Castle Blackroot. I'm gonna put this aside. These I have to put in 1, 10 or 20 or 1 and 5. It's such an obvious choice, so I'm guessing sometimes later there's going to be something to bite me back with it. But I think I'm gonna go with 10 and 20 anyway. You start with 2 experience, which are these 2 dice. We are in day 1 and we go to Castle Black. Oh, I have to get it. I don't know where I put the campaign journal. I just remember that it's in 1020. I have to put that in later. Right, we go to day 1. Castle Black. Castle Blackwood is a frequently contested stronghold, most often in the position of Aldmeri Dominion. It is strategically important garrison protecting a massive gate to Elsewhere, just beyond the region of Reaper's March. Dominion control. At the start of this counter, the party must make a social check number of players times 4. If already Dominion is dominant, or if it's day 1, this check is automatically successful. We are in day 1, so it is automatically successful. Each high elf has its full elf. You can make it easier if you're one of these. If unsuccessful, Cathedral Blackwood is closed for this encounter and you must proceed directly to the end of the day phase. Shifting Tide, apply the dominant faction effect for this town encounter. This effect is ignored on day 1. So the effect is ignored on day 1 if it wasn't. Oops. I haven't explained the mechanic because I touched about it in the last stream, but let me quickly talk about it again. So this shows who is the dominant faction. This shows which way the tide is shifting. Based on the card that you draw, it moves toward this direction. So let's say the peaceful encounter, I draw this sign. So at the end of the day, this moves in this direction. Next day, let's say I draw this one. So it goes toward this, but these are not connected. You always move to the connected line. So it comes back here, nothing happened. Let's say next day is this one. It moves here. Next day is this one again. So it moves here. Instead of this moving here, this stays. The dominant faction changes. So that's how the dominant faction works. So based on who is dominant, if it's Aldmeri Dominion, so this one, add 3 common item to legendary item to each town shop, but all trainers are closed. Daggerfall Covenant, so this one, add 3 random skill die to the number of available trainer, but all shops are closed. Ebonheart pack when adventure takes, so this is the Ebonheart pack. Adventure take a guild quiz action, they gain 2 tenacity. Alchemy station may refresh up to 3 potion instead of 1. All town square and quest both are closed. And Empire Remnant, each adventure gets 1 fewer town action. Imperial may spend 2 tenacity to ignore this effect. So if it wasn't day 1 and we had to do this, we were only getting 1 town action instead of 1. Sorry, instead of 2. But in day 1, we get to ignore it. So what do we have? 5 common item. One legendary item. 6 skill line to train from. Do like both bow and one hand and shield. Acrobatic came up, I would have definitely gone for it because I'm not planning to increase my stamina that much. So having acrobatic skill could be pretty helpful. This shield is also not bad if I'm planning to stay in Magicka. What else do we have? We have the guild kiosk. So, for Eyes of the Queen, Reconnoitre. For the guild kiosk town action, look at the top 2 cards of either Peaceful or Conflict Overland deck in any order. Place the card on either top or the bottom. This point is not that important. Town Square, I can do it, gain 2 tenacity, I can get a quest. What are the items? So, heavy red tincture, until the end of the round you can take maximum of 1 damage each turn. This is a sword. If it's your first engage this turn, add a combat skill die, but you have to be in light weapon. This is a cloth, it gives you extra option. Oh, a wolf bed could be strong. So when you would gain a status die, if you are in Magicka, you may choose to gain 1 light fatigue instead. That could be helpful. The lucky horseshoe, when populating a shop, add 1 legendary item to the selection. Alternative, you may discard this item, spend 1 save XP to choose either a normal or legendary deck to search for any card. Oh, that also could pretty strong. It's gonna cost me 1 experience if I'm doing what I'm planning to do. And the shield, for each combat skill die roll disengage, you may move 1 fatigue to your cooldown track. It's not that good. Let me get a quest. Then I'm probably either getting 1 skill line or 1 item. I'll see what I do. So, quest. High Elf Scorn. A high elf claimed that some merchant stole a lost accessory of theirs, find who stole it, and burn their shop to the ground. After populating items in a shop, you must first check to see if the quest is completed. If an item with accessory, keepsake, or ring trait is available in the shop, you must discard all available items in the shop. Then complete this quest. Each adventurer gains 3 tenacity, 2 XP, and immediately proceed to the reward phase. No town action can be taken. Alright. This town is closed for the rest of the session, except if the quest requires you to take a town encounter there. Set this card next to the map to note it in your note it in your journal to keep track. If you are on Eyes of the Queen quest, the guild covers for you for taking an interest in High Elf's plight when the shop item are still discarded, but you may continue to take town action. Oh, we are on Eyes of the Queen. That is interesting. Let me see what the other ones. A crusty Nord merchant. So, Robber Baron, a crusty Nord merchant offers a bounty on a notoriously sticky-fingered group of ruffians roaming the region. Be careful, she warns. They'll pick your pocket even as they cross your blade. Travel to any unassailable landmark and initiate the following clash instead of rolling for encounter for that. When deploying enemies, use as many humanoids as possible. All enemies gain a skill steal. Each time an adventurer discards an item due to a steal, place an HP on discard. If this encounter is failed, discard this quest. If this encounter is successful, complete this quest, gain 2 XP. Then each adventurer may remove up to 2 dice from their cooldown track for each HP chip on discard. It's just 2 XP for the battle. It's not that. Yeah, I think I'm going with the first one. So if we get to a city and any of the item have the trait, accessory, keepsake, or ring, we have to discard everything. Normally, it would have been that the town is closed, but in this case, because we are on Eyes of the Queen, the eye is covering for us. So the items are still discarded, but the town is still available. You can take your town action. So that was one of my town actions. Let me look at this skill again. So we have annulment and prodigy. Oh, these are level 3. I was looking and I thought, oh, these are very strong, but they're level 3. Oh, the grace let you add your magical to your stamina when you're moving. If I have the grace, then I don't need the acrobat. I can just keep training my magica and use the magica to move. I'm reading it right. Once per move action, you may reduce this die by 1 to add your magica to your stamina when determining the number of hexes. Yeah. I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna skip it. I put it here. That's a tough one. If Daedric summoning or like the other one comes up, I may want to go for it. I need to decide now how much I want to train each of them. I'm definitely not putting it here because this one I'm either going. I'm planning to get either 5 or 6 of these dice, depending on how much experience I get. It's a tough one. I think I put it here. Yeah, it should be fine. So these are both of my actions. Go back, so discard it. So, end of the day recovery. Oh, by the way, I'm playing on the expert difficulty, which means you don't get recovery unless you discard an item. I don't have an item anyway, and I don't need the recovery, so we just go to day 2. Right. I need to be, so it's recommended that I be in the Imperial City by day 4. So I can move, where am I? I'm here. Can go directly to a conflict. It's usually recommended not to go to the conflict directly on your first encounter. But since there is only 2 experience, unless I get unlucky, I should be able to deal whatever comings on my way. I can just go here and then go to the conflict. Yeah, I can go there, then go to the conflict. Then from the conflict, I go to the Imperial City. It will be day 4 by the time I get there. Oh, by the way, at the end of the day, I should have done the... If there is no sign, they become dominant, they're already dominant, so nothing happens. It's a tough one. If I go to the combat and like the first day I get beaten up, there is like a chance that I can't make it. I should have gotten the light armor as well. I think I still do it. I go to the combat. So it's 1, 2, 3. You are not allowed to. So usually, if you want to go further, you are allowed to take light fatigue to do that. In this particular course, you are not allowed to do that. Right. Cast your lot. The lawlessness of Cytodiil has made itself evident today, as you've been jumped by a bandit of brigand within a full view of local patrol. You're hesitant to vocalize your loyalty to any of the combatants in the three banner wars, but your reticence quickly breeds distrust in the world in your would-be saviors. This battle is modified based on the dominant faction. So the Empire Remnant adventure cannot change battle form. You still choose the battle form at the start of the battle. The ordinary, if it was ordinary Dominion, adventure cannot roll more than 3 dice per engage. Direful Covenant, enemy increase their combat stat by 1, and Ebonheart Pack, enemy deployed with plus 2 HP. So we are in Empire Remnant, we are not allowed to change our battle form. That's a little tough since I only have like 3 dice anyway, but whatever. If this encounter is successful, you may choose to skip today's activate province effect. Right. I have a normal item here, a legendary one here. And we'll be facing 2 enemies. Both of them level 1 since we only have 2 experience. So we have a spell gun. Comes with 4 health. It has no attack, 1 defense, and it has Bane, so it gives you a Bane status die. Which means you lose 1 health every at the beginning of every. Alright. I go here. Don't think I can afford to take any fatigue now, so I'm gonna wait a little before I open that item. I'm starting in Magicka, I'm moving 1. So my Magicka stat is 3, which means my range for my Magicka die is also 3, and I can roll up to 3 Magicka die. I only have 2, so I'm rolling both of my force check. This is 1 tenacity. Oh, I should have been at 0 tenacity. So this gives me 1 tenacity. This lets me do 4 damage. If I take 1 damage, I will take 1 true damage and do 4 damage. By the way, I was attacking the Spiragon. I should have announced it before, but this is the only one in my range. I have 1, 2, 3 range. The Spiragon has 4 health, takes 4 damage, -1 because of the shield. So it gets 3 damage. I'll use my 1 tenacity. So I'm doing the dive, deploy the companion. Where is it? Diving cliff racer to an unoccupied adjacent X. I'm deploying it here. It's a companion controlled by you. This companion is removed at the end of the battle. So since it's a companion and controlled by me, it's taking it down right now. So it's move 1. And so it's rolling. So it has 3 health, 1 range, 2 attack, 0 defense. It has dodge and rush. Dodge means when something attacks it, for every die that they roll that is not doing damage, the damage is reduced by 1. And rush means if it can't engage, it moves another time. So it moves here, it's attacking the Spiragon. 2 damage, -1 is still enough to defeat the Spiragon. Right. The North Bandit goes, moves 1, rolls 1 attack die, 1 damage. We go to round 2. Beginning of the round, I'm recovering these 2. I think I will have some time. Let me try to open this item. 5-1, 5-1-1. Oh, okay. That's exactly 5-1-1. No committal cheese put in. Discard this item, then heal for 5 HP, may exceed health stat, and gain a Bane stat. Now I'm engaging, I'm rolling both of these, attacking the North Bandit. That's 4 damage. The companion attacks it. 1 damage. The North Bandit attacks my companion. 1 damage. We go to round 3. I'm recovering these 2 dice. Yeah, there's no way I can get here. I might as well just attack this guy. Let me move it still. So I'm moving 1, 2. Now I'm attacking him. So this is 1 damage to me and I can do 4 damage. This is 1 damage to me and I do gain 4 tenacity. I'm not gonna do this one because I don't need the damage. I don't want to take the damage. My companion probably will deal with it. But I will do this one because of the social check in the Imperial series. I'm going to need the tenacity. So I'm gonna take 1 damage and gain 4 tenacity. Right. My companion attacking the North Bandit. 2 damage. It's defeated. Companion really saved me. I don't know how I would have managed this one. These still stay here. Up here. But we get 2 experience. And that's it. So 2 experience. Do I want some of my light armor, or do I get some of my destruction stuff? The wall of element is strong and it opens my path to my level 3, but it is situational, so I think I'm gonna hold on a little. Yeah, I'm gonna spend 1 experience. And get the spell wall. So the spell warding, once per turn when engaged by an enemy, you may reduce this die by any number to prevent 1 damage. You may then recover a single magical type skill die equal to the level to the value by which you reduce this die. So you can reduce it, for example, by 2 to recover a level 2 magical die, or by 1 to recover a level 1 magical die, but either way you are only preventing 1 damage. The Grace is nice to have the extra move, but I think I'm gonna need the... I'm going to need this damage prevention more right now. But I will definitely get the Grace later. Alright. I can get the Grace already too. I have 1 experience. Now that I'm thinking, I should have put this here. I think it was a mistake, but right now it's there. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that 1 experience for now. But the Battlefront moves here. I'm 1 tenacity short before I go to the Imperial City. That's going to need 5, right? Yeah, make a social check number of player times 5. So if I'm going to the Imperial City, I'm gonna need 5 tenacity. We are going to day 3. Again, I'm playing as legendary, so if I want to rest, I have to discard an item. I don't think it's worth it, so I'm not going to discard an item. I'm going to hold on to my item. I put my items on this side. All right. Don't want to combat with 4 experience. It's like it's as unoptimal as it can get. You're facing 4 level 1 enemies. I'd much rather face a level 5 enemy. The problem is if I go to a peaceful encounter, I'm not sure if it gives me tenacity or not. I can go to an unstable one that's a tenacity guaranteed, but I don't know what's happening in an unstable one. If I roll a combat, which is like 50% chance, I don't think I can survive a combat. That's tough. I do need the tenacity before I go to the Imperial City. I have no intention of doing the dungeon. Let's see what the dungeon is. Maybe it's the other dungeon. It's not that big dungeon. I think I'm allowed to look at the dungeon. Imperial Sewer. No, it is that big. Okay. Dungeon itself is not a problem because you're not playing as like end of the game difficulty. You're just doing the what is it called? You just calculate the enemy pool based on your experience, but still adding I think the Worm Warrior up. Actually, it's not awful. I may be able to pull it off. Yeah, let's do it. So, I'm gonna go to a peaceful one. If it gives me tenacity, I'm gonna go with the social check. If it doesn't, I'm gonna do the dungeon. We'll see. So, I'm moving 1, 2, and drawing a peaceful. Listen to the past. There are residents of Cytodiil who view the war as a distraction from a higher calling, who deal with the region's shifting alliances only when necessary. Oh, by the way, we are in day 3. You've been entered by one such citizen, a middle-aged and hard-bitten imperial woman who has dedicated her life to communicating with Eyelid Spirit. The wild elves ruled this land for centuries before we arrived, she explains, as she organizes a variety of summoning talisman on the broken ground of one of Cytodiil's many eyelid ruins. They can provide insight into their old ways, if only we were willing to seek them out. Make the connection. You have 4 total attempts to spin a chip for as long as possible before it comes to rest. Each adventurer must make an attempt at least once before anyone can try again. If this encounter is successful if at least one chip remains in motion for more than 1 second. For more than 8 seconds. For each die in the deadly summoning skill line that an adventurer has trained, that adventurer may reduce the required time of their attempt by 1 second. For this encounter to be unstable, for this encounter to be successful, the chip must remain in motion for more than 10 seconds. This is can't spin. I don't know what they think when they put this in count. This is a new plan map. I can't spin stuff on here. Okay, that's unsuccessful. It's impossible. I don't know if the input count or not. I'm gonna say that counts. Let's try again. Last attempt. I'm gonna say that counts. I don't know if I'm cheating or not. Where did I put in count? Oh, yeah. So we get 1 experience. We go to 5, and that's it. Oh, I also had to. So this is this way again, which means this moves 1 more, and this goes here. All right. We go to day 4. I'm moving 1, 2. I'm moving to the Imperial City. Travel to Imperial City and initiate a town encounter. At the end of the encounter phase, you must resolve one of the following. So I have the option of doing the encounter first, then do this. So let's go to the Imperial City. Desolate and deadly, the once great imperial city now sits on the verge of collapse, occupied only by black-form cultists and all manner of data. It holds some attraction for those seeking dark power, but such people find it difficult to resist that power, all-consuming corruption. Black-form influence. Skip today's adventurous step. all skill tokens from the trainer bags are available for this encounter, but each time an adventurer trains a skill line, they must gain 1 over fatigue. Imperial adventurer may choose to gain light fatigue instead. So I think the effect of the Ebonheart pack is no training is available. Let me check it. So we have the Ebonheart packs. No. Taking Guild Chaos Action, take 2 Tenacity, but there is no Guild Chaos available. So there is no shop, there is no inn, there is no Guild Chaos Action, there is nothing here. We have Alchemy Station, I don't have any potion. The town square, you can advance the battlefront as much as you want, but then you are dealt 1-2 damage for each space it is. All the skills lines are available. Oh, by the way, the experience I get, I haven't used it. I should have 2 experience right now. I do want to get the Daedric Summoning. I'm not sure if the over fatigue is worth it or not. Man, the ink being closed is such a big problem. Yeah, I will get the Daedric Summoning, which means I have to gain 1 over fatigue. That's one of the actions. I'm gonna put the Daedric Summoning here. Question is, do I want the Acrobat 2 or not, or any other skill? I don't think so. The over fatigue is not worth it, especially with the thing that I have, which means I'm only using one of my action. It's not optimal, but it is what it is. I had to get to the Imperial City. I need to skip my adventure phase. I can take the town square action. I'm not going to. I don't care that much at this point about the battlefront. So if the kiosk was open, it would have been perfect. I would have checked that and also gained the 2 tenacity. I need 1 tenacity. Alright. We go to the yeah. At the end of the day, we have to do one of these options. So, single adventurer, roll 4 available acrobatic, shadow, illusion. I have none of them. So this is not an option. Stick smuggler passage. I can't do 5 social check. I have no speech die. I only have 4 tenacity. So I have to do the last one. Fight your way out, initiate the Imperial Sewer Dungeon, deploy level 10 Worm Warrior to Hex A if you're in Session 2. Worm Anchorite instead, then calculate EP and deploy enemies, treating Hex B and D as Hex 5 and 7. It's not gonna matter because we're facing only 2 enemies. Party member may deploy to any Hex on entrance style. If this option is successful, gain 2 additional XP. XP would be nice if I manage it. That's a big if though. think this wing of it matters. I'm gonna put it anyway. It's also 6/8 tiger. I just put it like that. I don't think it matters. Because it won't be getting there anymore. But we have to deploy the warm warrior first. So it has 6 health, 1 range, 3 attack, 2 defense, and it has intimidate. Deploys on Hex A. And we have 1 level 5 enemy. Argonian Marauder. 5 health. Divert and Feeble 2. 2 range of the divert means its health can only come off if it only has 1 health prior to engage. That could become a problem if in combination with ritual, because the ritual will heal it. We'll see. Can deploy wherever I want. Oh, I forgot to put the flash chips. I'm gonna deploy here. All right. We go to round 1. I'm recovering these. I'm moving 1. Rolling. What was it called? Let's say what? Tenacity. Why not? Oh, wait. This I still would have done. But I'm gonna do this first. Discard this item, then heal for 5 HP, may exceed the health stat. And gain a Bane status. Then I would have rolled this because I want this Bane to go away at the beginning of my next. The Argonian Marauder moves 1, 2. I'm not in range. It's not, even if I was, it doesn't have sight on me, so it doesn't matter. This guy moves 1, 2. That's it. Beginning of my turn, I have a Bane status die, so I lose 1 health. Then I recover these. This is over fatigue, so it comes back at the end. I'm moving one, attacking the Argonian Marauder. Two damage becomes I'm going to spend 5 tenacity. Deploy my Feral Guardian. Comes with 5 health. 1 movement, 3 attack, 0 defense. It has maim and rush. My companion goes, it's rolling 3 attack dice against the Argonian Marauder. Becomes 1, and it gives it maim. Maim, when this unit roll combat skill die, the total damage roll is reduced by half, then rounded down. This effect does not apply to damage. This one. This one goes, it moves. 1, 2, it doesn't have a range, it does the ritual 2, heals this guy. And that's it. The Argonian Marauder goes, attacking only one enemy, the weaker one, so it's attacking my Feral Guardian with 3 attack dice. 1, it gets half rounded down, so no damage. We go to, we were in round 2, we go to round 3. I recover this die. Oh, this should have gone at the end. Don't think there is any point rolling any attack dice. So I'm just gonna roll this die. My Feral Guardian moves 1. It is controlled by me, right? Yeah, it's a companion controlled by me. If it wasn't controlled by me, it would have just stayed there and attacked that guy. But since it's controlled by me, I can choose to move it. I am moving it, attacking the Worm Warrior. That's 4 damage, -2. And main stats. So he goes, it doesn't move. It rolls 3 attack dice, attacking my Guardian. 3 damage, rounded, divided by 2, rounded down, so it becomes 1 damage. And it has Intimidate, which means it gives my Guardian a fear status die. And one thing, the ritual I think only heals ally, not himself. Let me make sure though. at the end of this unit turn, all allied unit inside heal for HP. Yeah. So he doesn't heal himself. So the fear means my bear skills don't apply. The Argonian Marauder goes rolling 3 attack dice, right? Yeah. 2 rounded down, divided by 2 rounded down becomes 1. We go to round 4. Recovering these 2 dice. I'm attacking the I'm attacking him. That's 6 damage if I get 1 damage myself. I think it's worth it. I am going to do that. I'm doing 1 damage. If it was like somewhere that I could do 5 damage, it would have been perfect. I want my Guardian to defeat it. That way I can... If my Guardian defeated it, I could have... I could have upgraded to my promoted side, but it's fine. So that's 6 damage minus 2 becomes 4 damage. He's defeated. My Guardian moves 1, 2, rolls 3 attack dice against the Argonian Marauder. 3 damage minus 1 becomes 2 damage. Oh, this should have been. The Argonian Marauder goes, rolling 3 attack dice, 4 damage, divided by 2 rounded down. We go to round 5. Recovering this die. Moving 1, 2. Rolling this against the Argonian Marauder. Again, 4 damage if I take 1 damage. I will. This one is defeated. I didn't manage to open any of the items. But that's actually as good as it can get. I get like 2 extra experience. And I'm actually fully healed. Right, let me clean up here. I didn't need to use that cheese, but it was kind of risky. They were both rolling 2 attack dice. 3 attack dice, 1 bad roll, and I would have been immediately defeated. Alright. We are getting 1 XP from here plus 2 XP from here. So we are getting 3 experience. This goes to 8. And I have 5 experience to spend. Just gonna put this here. If your option is successful, proceed to quest step B29 at the end of the day. If it's failed, to C30. So we go to B29. Though you and the defector managed to give the black form the slip, the cult evidently places a premium on its secrecy. As such, the way south to your extraction point has been barred by a roving patrol of cultists and imperial soldiers, looking to retrieve their traitorous countrymen. You decided to detour westward to lay low and gather supplies for the journey. Speaking of journey, it can't be over fast enough. The 2 cultists you retrieved are unpleasant. Their blackened souls a perfect pairing with their pallid demeanor and poor personal hygiene. You've overheard them laughing about some sacrifice or torture they've committed, and it's tempting to accidentally let your blade slip, and then report to Cariel that the operation was an unfortunate failure. But you have a job to do, and you've already come a long way to do it. Best that you see it through. Quest objective: travel to Korol. So here. And complete a town encounter recommended by day 8. During the town encounter, each adventurer must use at least one of their town action to visit the shop. If Daggerfall Covenant is dominant, you may travel to Fort Dash instead and ignore the effect of shifting tide. So if Daggerfall Covenant is dominant, you cannot take a shop action, so you go to Fort Dash instead, where you can ignore that effect. Ongoing step effect. When a quest unit is drawn from the enemy bag, it is used in place of normal enemy that would have been drawn and subtracted from the enemy pool as if it's a normal enemy. At the end of a battle in which a quest unit is defeated, it is returned to the box as normal instead of enemy bag. You may not gain fatigue to increase overland movement during the overland phase. So we just have to go to crawl and use at least one of our options to do a shop action. But before I do anything, this should have been exhausted, and I have 5 experience to spend. I think I'm gonna spend 3 of it to increase my cooldown for that. 2 is just too low at this point. I think I'm gonna use one experience to get the deadly kills. So this side of it does that many 2 damage to an adjacent enemy. This side is of course tenacity. This side deal 1-2 damage to an adjacent enemy. Then any signal adventure may trigger one of the class ability that costs 2 tenacity or less for free. So that's one experience. The other experience. I'm struggling with movement. I think I have to get the grace. I wanted to get either Power Stone or Expert Summoner. It would let you increase your The power stone lets you change dice, the face of the die. The expert summoner lets you increase the movement and attack stat of your summons. And since I have with Daedric summoning, I will have more summon. With my class ability, I have some summons. It's pretty strong, but I'm struggling with my movement. I have to get the grace. It is what it is. So this one, as long as it's active, you can reduce it by 1 to use your Magicka as your stamina. So add your Magicka to your stamina for moving. That's another experience. Right. We go to day 5. Have to go to call at some point. I don't want to do a peaceful encounter right now because it's increased it to 9. It just makes it worse. Not my experience. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Yeah, it's 6 exactly. So I think I want to do a combat right now. Even unstable would be fine too. Oh, end of last day, I should have checked the overland mechanic. It moves to a Daggerfall Covenant, so it moves here. When this moves here, the thing doesn't shift. It only shifts when there is no sun. It just moves here, sticks. It's a tough situation. I'm even doing a town encounter is not that bad. I have no item. Means I haven't been able to use my class ability at all. It was a problem. It's not that bad, but at some point it's gonna get problematic. I need to get some item to be able to get to use my class ability. Also, if I manage to like draw one of these and do that, it would be nice. Also, the problem is when I go to the city, what happens if I draw one of these? I don't know what happens here if I go there and draw one of these. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna do a combat one. So I'm moving 1, 2, 3. War Profiteer. Every army has its share of opportunities willing to be manipulated by those hoping to turn a war to their advantage. You have no such ill intent in the Three Banner Wars, but your service are required in Cytodiil, and the current state of battle lines is making your travel plans difficult. Fortunately, you've happened across an untouched trove of artifacts, likely smuggled out of Imperial City before it fell to the Blackthorn cult. Perhaps we could use some of these spoil to grease a few palms and make your mission a bit less prone to chance. So it's a delve. The first one, Power Broker. Each time a cache is unlocked, you may discard the item to instead set aside the cache chip. At the end of the battle, you may move the Battlefront token one space in any direction of each cache set aside. Skip 2 days, activate province effect. Second one, each time a Skyshot is gained, you may move the Battlefront token one space in any direction. Or give Peace a chance, skip 2 days, activates province effect, and adventure list. Don't really care about the Battlefront at this point. Guess I just the second one. Alright. We have a dev, the objective is uncovered, so we are supposed to find 3 sky shot. And since the objective is uncovered, for every sky shot we gain 1 experience. I'm glad I just got the grace, it would have been impossible. Alright, I'm starting here. Beginning of my turn, I'm recovering these. Exploring. Treasure chest. When revealed after deploying, enemies place cache chips in each unoccupied hex on this tile. So we have these 3, 2, so the first one. I'm gonna put it like this, that way I can explore both ways. So there is no enemy deployed. We put cache chip on all of these. Forgotten Tripwire, 3, 4, 5, it's a trap. 3 attempt, if unsuccessful, discard this item in your discard all item in your radius slot and all cash on this side. Don't have any item in my radius slot. I'm moving 1. We have to open the trap. 4. I need a 3 and a 5. That's a 3. I will make this a 5. I'm gonna try to open this cache. 5 to 5. It's a 2. I can get 2 light fatigue. No, that's I need 2 5, not 5 and 2. I can get 1 light fatigue for this. So I'm just gonna roll both of them. I need 2 5s. 4 and a 3. I'm gonna reroll. Yeah, I'm not gonna get light fatigue for that. This is discarded. This is. I'm not in a position to get too many light fatigue. I have 1 movement left. I'm moving here. I can explore. I'm not going to. I'm gonna try this. 4 4 5. 5 and a 4. I need another 4. 6. Fine, I will get the 2 light fatigue. I need to get some items. Vikings Nose Warmer, another adventure gain 1. You use 1 tenacity, another adventure gain 1 tenacity. Useless. Got 2 light fatigue for it. Guess I'm gonna use it to rest at the end of this. Remove this. This is discarded. I'm engaging. I'm rolling this. 3. That's the end of this. We are going to round 2. I'm recovering these. I'm exploring here. Unlit alley. Deploy a level 1 enemy to each unoccupied hex on this tile without cache. So we have these 2, 3. So the first one. So one of them has to stay. Alright. So this one has a cache. These 2 don't, so they both gain 1 level 1. So we have Wood Elf Bandit. And Dark Elf Bandit. I still haven't moved yet. And just to reduce this, move 5, come here and explore. This only has 1 range, that only has 2 range. I should be able to get away from them. Problem is if I step there, they both flip to the other side. This only has one range. It has 4 range then. Still should be able to survive. Yeah, I'm reducing this by 1. Now I have my magical count as my stamina for moving 2, so I have 5 more. I'm moving 1, gaining 1 sky shot, and all enemies flip to the level 5 side. So now that one has disrupt and divert, and this one has dodge and wine step. So I want to open that. I'm gonna try, but I'm not gonna gain light fatigue. Maybe I get lucky. So 5, 1, 5, 5, 2, 5. I know I said I'm not gonna get light fatigue, but it's only 1 light fatigue. I'm getting it. Short bow gain 1 tenacity when you engage a target 2 X's away. Not great, but fine. So that's 1 movement. 2, 3. I'm gonna open this. Not helpful. I need 2, 3, 4. That's 2 and 4. I need a 3. 2. I do get 1 light fatigue to open. Dream of speed roll 2d6. You may move a number of hexes up to the rolled amount. I may immediately use it. Let me explore here, see what happens. So, I'm exploring Savage Pursuit. When revealed, if quest unit Ailey the Spirit Hunter is not in play and has not been defeated this campaign, deploy her to the nearest unoccupied head to the adventurer who drew this card. If Ailey the Spirit Hunter is already in play, she takes an immediate turn. During this turn, for each undefeated adventurer, Ailey the Spirit Hunter can move 1 additional hex and roll 1 additional enemy combat. After resolving this card, discard it. If the adventurer who drew this card is still undefeated, draw a new one. So in Cytodiil, it tells you to put these aside, so we have to immediately deploy Eyelid Spirit Hunter. It comes 5 health, 1 range, 2 attack, 1 defense, and it has a reward and subdue. Subdue: before this unit deal damage, it targets lose tenacity equal to the amount of damage dealt. Reward: after this unit defeated each adventurer to gain one of the following: 1 legendary item, 5 tenacity, advanced health stat by 1 if possible. Should have been this card. Since I'm not defeated, I discard this one, draw a new. Proving ground. When revealed, either place yourself on the center of the tile or gain 1 over fatigue, discard this tile and draw a new one. Have to face level 10 and level 1, but my experience is only 8, so I'm gonna be deploying a level 5 and a level 1, so it's not that bad. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Especially this big one, there's only one of it. So if I draw the next one, I just get a sky shot. So I will... I'm gonna put it this way. So we have a level 5 here. Argonian Marauder. And the level 1 here is the skeleton. So again, it would have been a level 10 and a level 1, but I only have 8 experience. So the 10 become level 5. Then after that, 1 is still fit, so it becomes level 1. There is still a space left, but since there is only 2D enemy deploying, the rest of them we don't. Also put 2 legendary item here, here. The other one, this is the first one. Now I have to either place myself here in the middle or gain 1 over fatigue. I'm just gonna discard that. I'm just gonna place myself here in the middle. Right. How many movements I have left? I started here. 1, 2, 3. I have still 2 movement left, and I can use this item as well. I have 1 sky shot. I'm moving 1, 2. I'm exploring here. Such a mess. Do this, but here. All of I'm exploring. Oh, come on. Relentless Pursuit. When revealed, if the quest unit either the standard is not in play and has not been defeated this campaign, deploy her to the nearest unoccupied Hexud adventurer who drew this card. If either the Sprint Hunter is already in play, she gains 2 HP. For each undefeated adventure. After resolving this card, discard it and draw a new one. Well, discarded and we draw a new. Discounted layer. When revealed, each adventurer must drain 1 available skill die and 1 skill die from their cooldown track if possible. I don't have a skill line in my cooldown track. I'm just gonna drain this one. So it's 6 hex. I'm gonna put it like this. There's 1 level 1 enemy here. The red guard bandit. Has 5 health, 1 range, 1 attack, 1 defense. It has a steal. We have a legendary item. It comes here. I'm using this Steering of Speed. Roll 2d6. Oops, that's not this. So 7. You may move a number of hexes up to the roll number. So I'm moving up to 7 hexes. So I'm moving 1. I have to resolve the trap. Kleptomaniacal 333 to attempt it unsuccessful. Drain all combat skill die from adventure map. If successful, choose an adventure to recover 1 drain skill die. and choose to whether to repeat this like pick a tempo. So 3, 3, 3. I'm gonna reroll. Okay, it's unsuccessful. I'm gonna have to drain this. Fine. So I'm moving 1. So far I moved 2. I can move up to 6. I'm opening this. I need a 3, then a 1, 4, 4. Gonna retry. Already my second attempt. Don't know how much sense it makes to get the fatigue. I'm gonna get 1 light fatigue, make this a 3. Since it's too unlike the first one, I can't reroll it. I have 2 more attempts. 2 to 6. I'm not getting any after. Oh, it's 1, 1, 4. I need 1, 4, 4. I don't think I want to get very light fatigue. So this is discarded. This is discarded. So I have 5 movements left. I'm moving 1, exploring. Finally, a sky shot. When revealed, if no enemy deployed on this tile, adventurer gain 2 tenacity. The enemy will be deployed because there's only 1 level 1 3 hex tile is left. It's going to be a level 1 enemy. It's Guar, it has 3 health, 2 attack, 0 defense. It has Colossal, which means its health is increased by, just a second, number of combat skill die. Yeah, I only have 1 combat skill die, so. So if no enemy is deployed, each adventure gain 2 tenacity, enemy was deployed. Then if I step in there, deploy 1 level 5 enemy to an unoccupied hex on this tile. Or if I step there, then I can't move. That's a problem. The red guard is coming after me. The colossal one is coming after me. Kind of stuck. If I come explore here. I move 1, 2, 3. If I move here, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I can do that. I'm moving 1. I have to deploy level 5 enemy. It's the Lurcher. It has 6 health. No attack, 1 defense. It has Bane and this one. So from here I moved 1, 2, 3, 4. I might as well stay here and just attack the Lurcher. This is going to attack me anyway. If I come here, this one is attacking me, this one is attacking me. If I stay here, this one is attacking me, this one is attacking. That's 2 more attack. Yeah, I move back. So I'm moving 1, 2, 3, and I'm attacking the red guard mod. That's 5 tenacity. That's 1 tenacity. That's 4 tenacity if I get 1 damage. I will get 1 damage. And that's 4 damage if I get 1 damage. I think I get that damage as well. So I'm using all of these 5 tenacity to deploy my Feral Guardian. My Feral Guardian goes, it's attacking 3 attack dice against the... Oh, I should have gotten 1, 2 damage. It's attacking the Red Dot Marauder. That's 3 damage, minus 1, 2 damage, the Red Dot Marauder is... Up the enemies go. Should I have announced that I'm retreating? No, I think I may have a chance to finish it. Yeah. So, the first one moves first. So move 1, 2. Then level 5, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This one already has a range on this one, so it's not gonna move. It's just gonna attack. It has 0 attack dice. It just gives pain to my field. Then level 1's go. This one moves 1, attacking both of us. 2 damage. Yeah, I should have announced that I'm retreating. This one goes 1, 2, rolling 2 attack dice. Yeah, this is already defeated. Yeah, I should have announced at the end of that round that I'm So I am announcing at the end of this round that I'm retreating because I don't see how I survive. I'm retreating from the delve, which means I didn't finish the delve. By the way, whenever I gain a sky shot, I could have moved this battlefront. I would have moved it once here. So I didn't finish the delve, but still, since it was uncovered, because for these 2 sky shards, I get 2 experience. So I go from 8 to 10. And I have 2 experience to spend. I'm gonna get to that. This is a still expended. These are all level 5 and 1. Yeah. I can discard an item to rest, but I think I have to go do it in town action. I might as well keep this for my next rest. So I'm not going to discard any item. I'm just going to hold on to it for now. And just go to a town and do an in action. I think I have to do an in action at this point. This is still expended. I get this back. This back. This is exhausted. I have 2 experience. I have to get this level 2 at some point. I keep pushing it back. It's gonna come bite me back at some point before I can deal with it. So I think I do that now. Open the path for my level 3 die. I really want to get my level 2 die of the Deadly Summoning. I think that has to wait a little. Yeah, for the summoning, I still have my class ability. Let me get my Wall of Elements. So I'm spending 2 experience. Since the die that I'm getting is here, it's gonna cost me 2 experience. And I'm gonna get the Wall of Elements. So this side of it, you can apply Maim status die to an enemy. This side, you apply Daze status die. So Maim you've seen before. Daze enemy either move or attack. It can do both. And this apply Fear status die to enemy and deal 1 to 2 damage to any one adventurer. The Fear status die means you ignore the skill of the enemy. Alright. We go to day 6. I have to do an in-town action. Let me see which city has in. Oh, at the end of the day, I think I skip it. No, the other one I skip it. I still have to do the end of the day effect. This comes here. Alright. Let me see which city has in. I have to do an in action. So next to me we have Fort Ash and Coral. Fort Ash does have an in, so I'm gonna. So I'm moving 1, 2. Fort Ash, a center of Cytodiil keep most commonly controlled by the Daggerfall Covenant. Fort Ash is a central hub of the transitors network frequently used to transport troops from place to place around the province. It is also self-sustaining thanks to farm, lumber mill, and mine on the premise, making it an even more valuable strategic holding. Covenant control at the start of this counter, the party must make a social check if the Daggerfall Covenant is dominant. Is not. This check is automatically successful. Each Breton, Orc, and the Red Guard may reduce the difficulty by 1. If unsuccessful, the in-skiller, so they shouldn't have come here. Because I can't do the social check. What about Fort Walden? Walden also has a in, but also needs a social check. What about Coral? Yeah, I think I go there. So I wouldn't have come here. I would move 1, 2, 3 here. Which day were we in? Are we in 6 or 7? First day I started here. Then went here. Here. I was here at day 4. Day 5 I was here. Day 6, yeah. Once known as an informal merchant meeting spot called Little Oak Place, Cole eventually became a thriving commercial center in the heart of Cytodiil. A few years ago, however, the first in a series of horrific earthquakes struck the area, killing many of the town's residents and summoning deadly flame at Vernac. Those who remain must tread carefully and trust sparingly. Little Oak Place after each time an item is gained from the shop, immediately refill the shop with a new item from the corresponding deck. So we have 4 common items. Have 1 legendary item. The trait accessory, keepsake, or ring. None of them have. So, what is this? Clip of Frost, enchant tile in play. All enemy that start the turn on this tile can only move 1 hex during movement. Enchant adventure while in light armor or heavy armor. Enchant adventure may change their roll combat skill die. That's gonna help me. This is another bow not gonna help me. Sweet roll. Discard this item, then adventure may recover a collective total of up to 4 dice from their cooldown record. That's nice. Darkest Curious. Add 1 enemy combat die to an enemy engage. After the engage, gain 1 tenacity for each damage the enemy dealt. Yeah, no thank you. Let me check the color for a second. I think that was my... So, as one of my town action, I'm gonna go to the inn, heal to full, and clear out my... Now I can get the sweet roll, or I can do the town square. During today's reward phase adventure, gain a collective total of 4 bonus HP. 4 bonus XP. Means that's 4 experience that doesn't go on the dial. Set aside level 20 Flame at Monarch. This town square becomes closed for the rest of the session. Like this in your campaign. Then gain the following persistent effect at the start of the Next clash, add level 20 Flame Atronach to the EP and deploy it last. See what it is. Main native, 4 attack, 3 defense, 6 health, 5 range. It's a nasty enemy, but if I'm getting 4 experience out of it, I can just lose the next battle. Who cares? Even if I lose, the worst case scenario is that I lose. I'm still getting 4 XP, which is like worth of 2 battle. Yeah, I am going to do the town square. Oh, the town square is closed when they are. I can't do the town square. This doesn't say the thing applies. I think it's still apply when the shifting tide. It doesn't say though, but I guess it's applied to all of them. The dominant faction as well as the enemies. Oh no, encounter in towns with shifting tides are modified. So this doesn't have shifting tide. I can just modify, I can just ignore it. Yeah, I'm going to do this. So I'm gaining 4 experience, which doesn't go on the dial. I just get the 4 experience, and the Flame Atronach I have to deal with. I'm gonna keep the 2 experience. I was going to do this, but if I'm facing the Flame Atronach, I need something to do some damage. So I'm gonna spend 2 experience. And gain this. What is it called? Elemental Rage. So choose a cache and deal total of number of damage distributed as you choose among units within 2 hexes of that cache, then discard the cache in place. So you destroy the cache to do damage. I didn't get any of these. We do the thing, it goes this direction toward Daggerfall Covenant. We go to day 7. I think I want to do like one more battle and go to either Fort Ash or Daggerfall Covenant based on what's happening here. So I'm moving 1, 2, 3. And we are facing. Traders to the cause. Thanks to its perennial status as the front of 3 banner walls, Cytodiil has become a pilgrimage site of weapon merchants. The battle faction would prefer to have a monopoly on wares sold by these itinerant traders, but demand is high and no one can afford to get on a dealer's bad side. Except perhaps for you. At least that's what you're thinking as you survey an encampment of armed dealer from a nearby embankment. As far as you're concerned, there are few too many weapons for comfort in Cytodiil these days. And person who controls the flow of weaponry also controls the flow of the war. So the first option, control the flow. Each time adventurer defeats an enemy while overtaxing a weapon, they may move the battlefront token 1 space in any direction. If this encounter is successful, skip 2 days active province effect. Or destroy their worlds. Enemy deploy with +1 HP. Each time adventure overtakes a weapon or armor, gain 1 tenacity. If it's unstable, that's +2 HP. I mean, I won't be able to overtax anything anyway, so I might as well not give them the extra HP. So, normal clash. So this guy deploys last. We have 10 experience. The 4 experience are for bonus experience, so it doesn't count. We have a level 10 enemy. His rogue, 2 attack, 1 defense, dodge, and riposte. Comes with 5 health and 6 range. And this guy is added because of the effect of the Town Squad. I have a legendary item here, a normal here, a normal here. No, sorry. Here. I'm deploying here. I'm gonna move 1, 2. I'm rolling these 2 and this. Can I get the flame at night? If I can't, I might as well go after the dog. Dog has a riposte though. Sorry, it has dodge. Yeah, I'm gonna go after the flame atom. That's 4 damage. I can destroy this to do 5 damage to divide it however. I am going to destroy this. So let's see how much I need for this. It has 6 health plus 3. I'm gonna need to fire 9 damage for this one. So I'm gonna give all of this to this one. So this is defeated. And this is discard. So I want to engage again. Don't think so. I can't survive the attack. I'm not in position to get 2. So if I use this, I can use it to recover the stuff. I think I'm gonna hold on to it. It's only like 2 attack. Unless I get unlucky, I should be able to survive. Next time I try to get next to it, that way I can roll all 3 of these. And get the full advantage of like getting the extra engage. So the rogue goes rolling 2 attack dice, 1 damage. We go to round 2. I'm recovering these. Moving 1, 2. I'm rolling these again, attacking the rogue. That's great. So that's 2 damage, becomes 1. That's 1 tenacity. I can get another 4 tenacity if I get 1, 2 damage. I am going to do that. Oh. Do that, I may get defeated. I think I still do it. I get 4 tenacity. I'm going to use 5 tenacity to use my Feral Guardian ability and deploy the Feral Guardian. I'm engaging again. Since I'm playing on the expert difficulty, I gain 2 light fatigue. I'm rolling all of these. This is the tenacity. My Feral Guardian goes, rolling 3 attack die. 3 damage, becomes 2. This guy goes, rolling 2 attack dice, attacking the weakest. I'm the weakest. 2 damage. I can ignore the 1 from here and recover the die. And how many was it? 2 damage. We go to round. I'm moving 1. I think I took the health from this one for the damage. Yeah. So I'm recovering these. Can move 1 from here. Can I get out of his range? No, whatever I go, I'm in his range. So it doesn't matter. I'm rolling these 3, attacking this one. Alright, that's good enough. I will get 1 damage to gain 4 tenacity. I mean, I can just do the damage and not do the full thing. It's a risky, so if my Feral Guardian doesn't defeat it, I get defeated. But if I do manage, I can upgrade to the master side of my class ability. No, I think that's too risky. I'm just gonna apply the damage. So that's 2 damage, that's 7 damage if I destroy these, and do 7 damage within 2 range. So this is defeated. That. I get 2 experience. I had 2 from before. I use all of it to increase my cooldown to 4. And I skip today's active province effect. That worked out, and we go to day 8. I have to go do the questing, so I'm moving to the call. 4 items. Accessory, keepsake, ring. This is an accessory, so the shop is closed. What happened to the quest? Do I have to do this again? I get 3 tenacity, I'm already full and 2 experience. I don't know what happened to my quest, but I think I have to next day come to the city again and do this again. Yeah, I guess. So this is done. And my next action, I'm gonna do that in town in action. No, that was only one action. Because I couldn't do the shop action. There's no point going to the quest board. I guess I just get this batch. We go to day 9. Before that, I have to check the province effect. It comes back here. It's in the Ebenhard pack. So I'm entering Coral again 4 items. I have to buy an item. Man, none of the weapon are for magic. I don't know what's happening. What is this? I am going to get this because of the effect of the turn. Whenever you get one, it gets replaced. I'm gonna get this as well. Yep. So we did that thing, so we go to the next part of the quest. Gain 1 experience. E31. The preparation complete, you set out for Bloodthirst, where Cariel has told you the Razondar himself will be waiting to extract you and your accompanying ne'er-do-wells. The Order of Blackthorn is still pursuing the pair you smuggled out of the sewer, and you have a bad feeling that you'll be forced into at least one more tussle before all is said and done. A special setup instruction. If you purchase new identities in Quest C30. What is new identity? Oh, I didn't do the C20, 30. Since I was successful, I went to B29. Each adventurer must discard their current class and permanently replace it with randomly drawn class of the same type. If adventurer had promoted their class, they may set their new class to the master, so it doesn't matter to me. Quest objective. Travel to Castle Blackroot and initiate the following clash. Castle Blackroot is back here. Using the end of session EP recommended by day 12, if the quest unit shuffled in the enemy back in the quest AP has not been defeated, remove it and add it to the AP, enemy pool, deploying it first. If you did not purchase new identity in quest step C, 30 adventurer may discard a collective total of number of player items to have the quest unit resumed or become a companion controlled by the party. Ongoing effect: when quest unit is drawn from the enemy bag, it is placed in place of normal enemy that would have been drawn at the end of the battle in which a quest unit is defeated. It is returned to the box as normal instead of the enemy bag. You may not gain fatigue to increase your movement during overland phase. Right. I have 3 experience to spend. I do like this pulsar a lot. Don't think I need it now. I can wait for it. Let me get some of my basic summoning and my light armor. Yeah, I'm going to spend 2 experience. Sorry, 1 experience. I'm getting this one. I'm going to spend 1 experience to get the Power Stone. Power Stone, you roll it. So this is tenacity. That's how you can turn that many magical die that you roll with it to any side that you want. Then I'm spending another 2 experience to gain summon. So on this side of it, you summon this guy. It's an Atronach, 1 attack, 1 defense, 6 health. It has divert. On the other side, it's Clanfear, 3 health, 3 range. It has 2 attack, 1 defense. Going in the direction of summoning, but we'll see. So let me put my side camera away for now. I need to get here. Let me see if I read it right. Castle Blackboot. Yeah. And I cannot use. So I was in day 9. I have 3 days to get there. So I have to be as efficient as possible with my movement. And day 10, I go here. Day 11. Because I cannot get light fatigue to increase my movement during overland phase. If I finished it in day 8, it would have been easier, but because of the effect of that, I had to finish it in day 9. Anyway, I think the first day I move here, so on day 10. On day 11, based on how much fatigue and stuff I have, I either move to the city or to a peaceful encounter. And on day 12, I go to the Castle Blackboot. Right, we go to day 10. Did I did the overland mechanic of here or not? I don't know. Realize this is off camera. Could have gone here. Done. Alright. I'm moving 1, 2, 3. We roll the unstable die. It's a pistol. Nation on the brink. The three banner wars has been a drain on the civilian morale all around Tamriel, but nowhere more than third. The residents of this era are very resentful of their various occupiers and have been rumbling about attempting self-governance. If only they could marshal themselves to drive the soldier away. You feel as if a power cake is awaiting a spark, and the clarion call of freedom, or maybe just anarchy, is in your heart. How should you address those willing to risk chaos for the promise of stability? Maintain the status quo. Move the battlefronts to a space toward the current dominant faction and skip today's active province effect. Resistance. During the next overland phase, the party's overland movement is increased by 2, then discard. Whisper here, nudge there. Make a social check number of player times 2. Adventurer may discard item to reduce the difficulty of the check by 1 for each item discarded. If successful, you may move the battlefront token 1 space in any direction. You may make this check multiple times. Then each adventurer gain the following reward based on the dominant faction, and the party skip today's active province effect. Empire Remnant, lose all saved XP. Ultimate Dominion, draw 1 legendary item. Daggerfall Covenant, draw 2. A normal item. Ebonheart Pack, gain 4 tenacity. I don't need the tenacity. I want to get it here. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. I need to do the social check 3 times. It's gonna cost me all of my tenacity. Oh, I want to get it to Daggerfall Covenant. I can discard this. I don't care about it. So to decrease it by 1, then I do the social check 3 times, make them if I were just losing 3 tenacity, it would have been a big deal. That's the thing. I'm not sure if I did the thing right or not. Anyway, let's assume I did it right now. It would mean that I'm losing all of my tenacity plus this item. I don't care about this item, but I'm losing all of my tenacity. I'm gonna get 2 tenacity at the end of this because of this. I'm not sure if the 2 item is worth it or not. If I make Daggerfall Covenant dominant, I'm gonna draw 2 normal items. Yeah, let's go for it. So I'm spending 5. So I'm discarding this, spending one tenacity to make a social check. It's successful. I move it this far. I'm making another social check, so another 2 tenacity. I'm moving it here. Another social check, so another 2 tenacity. This moves. End of this, because Daggerfall Covenant is dominant. I draw 2 items. Please be worth it. Glyph of Hardening, Enchanted. It's useless. Node mid, discard this, then gain tenacity up to your stamina stat. That's not bad. I'm gonna put this in my backpack. And I gained 2 tenacity because I was on a stable landmark. You get 1 experience. Don't think I want to use it. I can get 1 health from it. Hold on to it. Oh, by the way, when I did the in-town action, I should have healed to full. I think I'm gonna hold on to that experience. So end of the day. Oh, we skip today's end of the day. So we go to day 11. I don't think I want to do a battle before I do the final clash. I don't know what's going to happen in the battle. Oh, I'm just going to do another peaceful one. So 1, 2, 3. Seeking refuge. While you rest your legs at a roadside tavern, your keen eye spots some hooded travelers sitting at a table in a dimly lit cover. Judging by their shadow feature and suspicious glances, you intuit that those patrons are likely the subject of the recently posted bounty, wanting for stealing supply from a local garrison. You have a lot of sympathy for those forced to resort to theft to get through lean times in the heart of the Rivanna Wars, but you're feeling pretty lean yourself, and the reward for their capture is considerable. Turn them in. Move the battlefront token up to 2 space in any direction. If you're occupying Lunar Fang Dogs, I don't. You may move it 1 additional space, skip today's activate province effect. That's going to give me 1 experience. Help them escape the area. Each adventurer gain 1 over fatigue and 1 marking token, one of these tokens. On discard. You may choose to repeat this effect up to 3 times. If it's unstable, each adventurer must gain 2 over fatigue. Resistance. The party's base overland movement is capped at the number of tokens on discard. It cannot be increased by any effect, and the party cannot take light fatigue to move further. During any town encounter, the party may take a group town action to discard this card, along with all tokens on it. I mean, I need 1 movement anyway. It's 3 experience, why not? Yeah. So I'm gonna gain 1 over fatigue to put this here. And I'm gonna gain 3 experience, so this goes to 18. And I have 4 experience here to spend. I'm gonna get to it in a second. So I turn them in, I'm getting 3 experience, and my overland movement is 1. If I want to, I can gain another over fatigue to increase this again. I'm not going to. But with my 4 experience, can just hold on to it and increase my cooldown to 5 at the end of next day. But then it won't be helping me at the end of next day. Can get another Daybreak Summoning die. I can get a Spell Warding. Oh, I have the Spell Ward. I can get a Vocation. Opens the path to annulment. Also need to increase my magic at some point. Cannot hold on to 4 experience. I can maximum hold up to 3 experience. Let me just get 1 health. Don't need anything right now. And I hold on to that. Alright, we go to day 12. My movement is capped as 1. I'm moving here to the Castle Blackfoot. So, we initiate this encounter. Let me put the cache, then I read it carefully. If the quest unit shuffled in the enemy bag in quest step 828 has not been defeated, remove it and add it to the enemy pool and deploy it first. This guy is deployed first. So travel to Castle Blackwood and initiate the following clash. Oh, at the end of last day, I would have did a rest. So I would have discarded it to do a rest. I was at full health, but I would have removed this die. What was I saying? Right. With end of the session difficulty. So it doesn't matter what is here. We just check the end of the session. We are playing on expert difficulty, so it's 80. Which means it's going to be a level 10. Red card Mercenary, Shatter Steel, 6 health, 5 damage. Comes in here. I put this note. It should be here. Then a level 5. Swift Mother, 4 health, 4 range. Oh, all of them have range. 3 attack, 0 defense. It has Ethereal and Recover. Comes in here. And 3 level 1. Argonian Bandit. 3 health, 3 range. 1 attack, 1 defense. Enfeeble. Here. Red Guard Bandit. 5 health, 1 attack, 1 defense, and steel. And Spiragon. 4 health, 2 range, no attack, 1 defense, and it has Bane. This doesn't matter. I'm not gonna move anymore, so I'm just gonna put it away for now. But if you did not purchase new identity, adventurer may discard a collective total of number of player items, so in my case 1 item, to have quest unit. Bazomdar, become a companion. Does seem like a good deal. Yeah, I'm gonna discard this Glyph of Hardening. So it has 4 health, 2 attack, 0 defense, elusive, and rush. I'm starting here. think I want to deal with the red guard bandit, the red guard mercenary first. I'm moving 1, 2, 3. I'm rolling these two, I'm rolling this. And I'm attacking the red guard mercenary. That's just awful. So I can destroy this or this to do 5 damage to whatever is around it. I'm gonna discard this. I think I'm gonna go 4 damage to this. And the 1 damage to this, which doesn't work. Gain 1 tenacity. I can get. I'm not gonna get the damage to get more tenacity. I'm discarding this to gain tenacity up to my stamina, so I'm gaining 2 tenacity. I'm using all of the tenacity to deploy my Feral Guardian. I want to deploy it here. I'm engaging again. I'm rolling these 4. So that is 1 to damage to an adjacent enemy. With this, I can change the result of 1 die by 1. This, I'm definitely not changing the result. I'm thinking which one of these I want to change. I can make this 2 true damage. Or I can make this the Atronach. If I make it Atronach, it's not going to attack that much, but it's going to like absorb more damage. Has 6 health, it has divert, it has 1 defense. Yeah, I'm going to do that. No, I don't think it's worth it. I go back to it. So I'm not changing this. This is drained. I'm gonna deploy. I'm going to use this to change this to 2 true damage. So since it's true damage, the shield doesn't matter. Just get the damage. I can deploy this. I think I'm gonna deploy. Yeah. My companion goes. This one moves 1. I'm attacking the Spiragon. 3 damage. It becomes 2 because it has 1 shield. My Clanfier is attacking the Spiragon. 2 damage becomes 1. My Feral Guardian is attacking the Red Guard Bandit. 2 damage. Oh, it has 1 shield. Alright. The quest unit goes first. It moves 1, 2. It's attacking 2, but this one has elusive. So this unit that wasn't next to it at the beginning of when he took his turn is not going to be able to attack. So it's only going to attack my Clanfier. 3 damage, 1 shield, so it becomes. Then level 10 goes. It's attacking 2 of the strongest. So it could be me and my Feral Guardian. Oh, the Feral Guardian would have given this one main as well. So rolling 2 attack dice, 1 damage. It has a steal as well. Oh, the steal may matter because I only have 5 health now. So it's roll a d6. If it rolls a 6, it's a steal thing. It rolls. Okay. Then level 5 goes. The Wisp Mother is attacking the weakest, which is the Clanfier. Clanfier is defeated. Since a unit did take a damage, the recover doesn't matter. Then the Spiragon goes. It's attacking 2 of the strongest. It only has a range 2 though, so this one gets a Bane. This one gets. Alright. We go to round. I'm recovering these. And I'm rolling them. I'm attacking the Red Guard Mercenary. Alright, that's much better. That's 4 damage, and I can destroy this to do 5 damage to this one, and this one I can divide it higher. So let me see how much I need. So 4 and 2 shields, so I need 6 damage for that. Which means from these 5, I can give 3 damage to this one. So I'm gonna do 4 damage to this one, minus the shield, it becomes 2. Then I'm gonna destroy this from here to do 5 damage to the unit within 2 range. I'm gonna do 2 of it here. I'm gonna do 3 of it here. Because it has 1 shield, it becomes 2. I already put there. And that's it. I can engage again. I'm not going to. My companion goes. This one goes attacking the more tongue assassin. The Spiragon is now like harmless. So that's 3 damage. Oh, because of the Bane, it should have taken 1 damage. So now it does 3 damage. Oh, it also has swap. I forgot to apply the swap when it took its turn. What is swap? This unit treats occupied hexes as unoccupied. When it moves into an unoccupied hex, its occupant is placed in the hex this unit moved out of. Don't see why it matters. Why would it move if it has a move? Oh, maybe for like friendly unit. And swift, this unit movement is equal to the current round. So fatigue would be 6. It doesn't matter at this point enough. I will attack it with my Feral Guardian, but then it has elusive. Did the Red Card Bandit attack? I don't know. Should have attacked, but yeah, it doesn't. So we go to my companions. Don't know which one makes sense to defeat first. The Red Guard is kind of harmless at this point. Problem is the Wisp Mother has Ethereal. It's not that bad. I should be able to. Yeah, with Feral Guardian, I'm losing 1 health because of pain. Moving 1, rolling 3 attack dice against the Wisp Mother. 4 damage. Because of Ethereal is reduced by 1, so it becomes 3 damage. We go to enemies. First, the quest unit goes, is rolling 3 attack dice against Ozumdar. That's 2 damage. Level 5 enemy. The Wisp Mother is going attacking the weakest. So it is Ozumdar. This is Skeleton goes, it's put another Bane on him, doesn't matter. Red Guard Bandit goes, 1 damage because of main, divided by 2 rounded down, so 0. But the still triggers. Can I discard whatever item I want, or do I have to? Non-food item, so it has to be one of these. I think I discard this one. We go to round 3. To check something on elusive. Does it mean I can't target it, or it doesn't get any damage from me? This unit prevents all damage dealt by unit that went adjacent to it at the start of the current turn. So even if it's something that doesn't target it, I can't use it. Then I think I just go deal with this paragon right now. And get adjacent to that one and defeat it next turn. I'm reducing this by 1. I'm using my magic as movement. I'm moving 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I should have recovered. I'm rolling these 2 dice, attacking this dragon. Can do 1 2 damage and activate the ability that costs me 1 tenacity, but the one that costs me tenacity just let me deploy the other side of it, which I can't use. I can't change the side of it, I don't want to, it doesn't matter. So that's 1 to do damage to Speragon, it is defeated. The River Guardian goes. It loses 1 health because of pain. Attacks the Wisp Mother. So that's 3 damage minus 1 because of Ethereal. It is still defeated. So enemy goes, this is rolling 3 attack dice. 5 damage. I ignore 1 damage from here. The bad roll. If I didn't have this, I could have just get defeated from 1 roll. This one goes, moves 1, rolls 1 attack die, 1 damage, and divided by 2, rounded down. So we go to round 4. I'm recovering these. Oh, when I did this, also could have recovered 1 level 1 dice. Okay, now I'm recovering these. I'm rolling all of these. I'm not applying any of them. I'm just gonna apply this. That's 2 true damage to an adjacent enemy. This is my companion goes, lose 1 health because of pain. Goes 3 attack dice. Yeah, this is defeated. That's the end of the battle. Alright, we get 2 experience. I have to use the experience at the end of the day. I'm just gonna use it now, then I know I'm done with everything, so I go from to 20 experience. I'm just gonna use it now, then I can just do the rest easily. So I'm just gonna spend all of the 5 experience to go to cooldown, get my cooldown track. When completed, go to entry E32. At least it's over. That's what you tell yourself at the end of this whole mess. You don't feel particularly good about liberating a pair of black-hearted cultists who will now enjoy a life of protection and autonomy. And after the hard run on the road of Cytodiil, you don't feel particularly well physically either. Sensing your demoralized state, Rosdomdor approaches you with some words of consolation. But no, spycraft can be nasty work, he says. But we are already getting valuable information. Perfect example. According to our defectors, they have details about not only the inner working of Manimarco's scheme in Imperial City, but also another cultist named the Slanderer, who appears to be running her own operation inside the cult. This cultist thinks she's up to a separate scheme and is attempting to piggyback off Manimarco's work for some other goals. This one shudders to think. You notice a distinct lack of shuddering. Anyway, the Fajit says, turning to go. Give yourself some time and let us know when you are ready for the next mission. Or not. Raz does not like to pluck out an eye. But what good is one that refuses to see? In session 1, choose one of the following options. If you decide that the remaining cultists in Cytodiil should be wiped out en masse, select the Cytodiil Fighter Guild's quest for session 2. If you take Raz's straight talk about the nature of the Eye to Heart, select Morrowind, Eyes of the Queen for session 2. If you like to wash your hands of this mess entirely, select Elsevier, Circle of the Champion quest for session 2. So the Elsevier, you need the Elsevier expansion, which is not out yet. So it's between the first two sessions. I don't want to do the first one because I already did one session 3 in Cytodiil. So I want to move to another region, which means I'm going to do the second one. So next time we are going to do Eyes of the Queen quest in Morrowind. And we get the keyword Disrupt Operation. I don't know where I put my thing. I have to get them, write it down, but just keep up the track of your campaign, which is what I'm going to do after I finish the stream. I have to write this keyword down. All right. Anyway, we have these two items. We have this skill lines. Actually, I turned pretty well. I'm much further than I thought I would be in day one. Still, the first session, the end of the session was kind of a struggle. But it worked out well. I have 20 experience plus the 4 experience that is not on the dial because it was 4 bonus experience. And it worked out well. I'm pretty well trained for what I am. I was hoping I can upgrade to my master side as well, which didn't happen. I never managed to use my opportunities. The weapons that came out were just not something I could take advantage of. Hopefully next time we get some weapon that can be used with Magicka. Let's see. Anyway, that was it. That was our first session as a Breton in Cytodiil doing Eyes of the Queen quest. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any question or comment, let me know. I try to get back to you as soon as I can. And next time we are going to continue with Eye of the Queen in Morrowind, which means the session 3 is also going to be in Morrowind. We'll see how it goes. Alright, that was it. Hope everything was clear. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy gaming.